and welcome to today's video. Now this is going to be an update of my skincare routine. I'm basically going to be doing drugstore and high-end. So hopefully there will be something in here for everybody. So I just want to show you kind of the sorts of things I'm using at the moment. I'm suffering at the moment with quite dry skin, which it doesn't normally happen to me. And also I'm trying to get on the old anti-aging because 25 is at the ripe old age, is a perfect time to sort of start getting into it. Apparently that's what I've heard. So I'm starting to try and get into it myself. So I'm going to start off with some drugstore and then we'll move on to high-end. So I'm kind of going to take you through my routine and show you little kind of snippets of me using each individual product and just kind of show you and hopefully give you a bit of help. So first of all, these are my fave, and I know they're a bit of a taboo subject. You either love them or you hate them. Face wipes, oh my god, I love them. I know some of you guys are like, don't ever use them, but I actually really love them. These ones are just by Simple, and these are their Kind to Skin Cleansing Facial Wipes. Now, these basically I use to just get rid of any excess makeup before I start the cleansing process. And I use them at things like when I'm going to the gym, when I've finished at the gym, that sort of thing. They're just really good at getting off any kind of excess makeup, and especially things like mascara that just will not budge and you don't want to kind of spend hours scrubbing away and wrecking all of the nice muslin cloths that I'm going to be showing you later. So I just absolutely love using these, and I think these are really sensitive, really good for sensitive skin, really kind to my skin. They don't feel like they're kind of, you know, like some of them, you can try them, it just literally feels like acid is kind of going onto your face. These are really lovely, and they're really super soft and gentle, and they don't irritate my face or my skin at all, so I love those just to get rid of a bit of makeup. Then moving on to a scrub, I talked about this before. I use this by St. Ives, and this is their Naturally Clear Apricot Scrub, and it's blemish fighting. So basically it helps to get rid of any oils and dirt that are left in the skin, it gets really deep, and also tries to help me with a few of my blackheads as well. So I really love this. This is really nice if you suffer from blemishes or oily skin. I mean, at the moment, I'm kind of like all over the place because I get quite an oily T-zone. So that's what I've kind of been using this for. And I just help, it really finds, I find it really helps to get just deep into my skin and leaves my skin feeling so clean and amazing. Then, if you want a bit of micellar water, which I love, I think it's Micellar, I heard that on the TV the other day, so I think I've been saying it wrong. Anyway, this is one of my ultimate faves. This is by L'Oreal Paris, and it is their Skin Perfection Micellar or Micellar Water. This actually does help to remove any more makeup, and because I kind of sometimes find that even when I'm doing all these processes, I'm still getting stuff out of my skin, so you might actually think, oh, my makeup's gone now, and I've got really deep into the pores, but actually a lot of the time there's still stuff like way down, so you need to do a few different processes like of cleansing just to make sure you actually get everything out. So this stuff is just amazing for me. This actually does tone my skin as well, so I don't actually use a separate toner, but I just absolutely love it because it's very gentle, and especially if I'm using sort of around the eyes, and that they do an eye one as well, but I just tend to use this all over with a few cotton wool pads, and I just absolutely love it. It leaves my skin feeling insanely clean. Then moving on to a bit of an eye cream. It's actually an eye balm. This is by Simple. Again, I've absolutely been loving Simple's kind of skincare routine and range that they've got recently. They brought out a few new bits, so I've been absolutely loving that. So basically this just aims to kind of helps you sort of relax, because it's quite like it's like a balm. It's not really sticky or heavy, don't worry, it's quite light, it's really lovely, but it helps to get rid of any kind of puffiness and like tired lines for me, and just makes me kind of feel a little bit more revived, if that makes any sense, and just soothes my face. So it's just really nice. It's not like one of those really brightening ones that you'll notice a huge difference. It's almost like quite relaxing, so I use this a lot at night, but I do use it during the day as well. But I just really like it. I think it's a beautiful product. Okay, then moving on to Olay. I love a bit of Olay in my life. This one is Olay Regenerist, and it's their 3-point super firming serum. Basically, this one has kind of like got like an illuminating sort of tint to it. It's amazing. So I just use this sort of all over my face, neck and décolletage, which basically means your chest area. It's important to do everything, and I just find that this is just so, oh my god, it's so beautiful. It really does help with the kind of firming without feeling like you've just like been stuck like this, you know, you can still move and you know that it's doing good. And also it's like super cheap as well compared to a lot of serums that are out there, and I swear it does the same thing. It's amazing. So this stuff is great, especially underneath my makeup as well, because it's got the illuminating in it, the illuminating bits in it. I just find it really makes my skin and my whole makeup just look a lot more kind of refreshed and bright, so I love that. Then as a bit of a moisturiser, I've been loving this one by The Body Shop. Now this one is their Vitamin E Aqua Boost Sorbet, so it's actually quite light. So I really like this because it's not too heavy for my skin, especially in the summer at the moment. I actually just want something that's quite hydrating and quite light, and so this for me is just absolutely perfect. And it's super soft and just leaves my skin feeling amazing and hydrated and just brilliant. I think I've got hair in my eye. And then the final thing for the low end, the sort of drugstore end, is a nice mask. So this is basically by Soap & Glory. I think I've spoken to you guys about this before. This is called the Fab Pore, and it's a facial peel. So you basically put like a grape-sized amount in your hands, and you kind of rub it into your face, like massage it into your face, and all of the beads will sort of pop that's in it. Oh my god, it's just absolutely amazing. For me, this just kind of helps to kind of like minimize my pores, smooth my skin, and just leave me feeling amazing. And I kind of use this a couple of times a week, so I really like this as a cheaper alternative to some of the things that are out there. That's amazing. So then let's move on to high end. So I've given you one end of the spectrum, I'm now going to give you the other end of the spectrum. I genuinely do use both lots, so I kind of like mix and match a lot of the time, but I just wanted to split them up so you guys can see. So starting off with a scrub now. This has got to be my ultimate favourite scrub, and I'm obsessed with it. This is by Goldfaden MD, and this is their Doctor's Scrub. This is basically like a microdermabrasion exfoliator, so it's quite harsh on the skin, but it just basically gets in super deep, and you don't have to apply a lot of pressure. If you've got sensitive skin, be very careful with this. Basically you just kind of just do it really lightly, and it just gives your skin, oh my god, it gets in so deep, and it is literally like little crystals that are kind of going into your pores, so you'll know you're getting in. It's so deep into the skin, and it leaves it feeling so soft. Like, I cannot even tell you. A lot of people that I know that use this actually use it every day. I probably use it a couple of times a week, just because sometimes if I over exfoliate, my skin gets a little bit like, a bit annoyed at me. So I don't use it that much, but it is safe to use it every day. Just be a little bit careful when applying with the pressure. Don't go mental, because you will end up with quite a red face. I mean, nobody wants that. Okay, then as an amazing cleanser, you guys will all have heard of this. It's like world famous. This is by Earle, and it's their hot cloth cleanser. I am just obsessed with this, sorry. This basically like cleanses, it gently exfoliates, and it just leaves my skin feeling super soft. And basically I just pop it on sort of with my hands, and then I just use a muslin cloth that I just kind of soak in warm water, and then I just basically use that just to pull all of the kind of makeup or residue or whatever that's on my face, and it just kind of really lifts it away from the skin. So even if you've gone over with makeup remover, this just gets in so deep, and it's just amazing. So I love it for really nice clear skin. It's great. Okay, then toners. I've actually got two because I'm obsessed with both of them, and I really couldn't decide which one to tell you about. So first one, I've spoken to you guys about this a lot. This is by Caudalie, and it's their Beauty Elixir. This is using kind of grape extract, so it smells absolutely amazing. I think it's got a bit of mint in there as well. I love Caudalie for their smells. They are just divine. It smells like a spa when it goes on your face, a bit like the next one as well. This one I kind of use as like a spray, so I just kind of spritz it over my face, and even in the summer it's great to just cool yourself down if you're feeling a little bit hot and bothered. This is just incredible, and it's really calming and soothing as well for the skin. It's just incredible. Okay, then the other one, this one is by Elemis, and this is their Soothing Apricot Toner. I have recently fallen in love with this stuff. It's amazing. So basically, this is just using sort of really natural products, so it's not using any kind of harsh stuff that's going to really annoy your face. It's aimed to really soothe the skin and just revitalize it as well, and leave it feeling so soft and beautiful. And I love the apricot smell. So you can either use it on face pads, on cotton wool pads, or you can use it as like a facial spritzer as well. I've just noticed I've just got some lipstick on my hand, so I'm really hoping I'm not having it all over my face. I don't think I have, but anyway, if I have for any reason knocked it, I do apologise. So anyway, Elemis toner, amazing, love that, and you only need a tiny little bit of each, so that's great. Then moving on to an amazing brand that I've fallen in love with recently. This is actually called Thalgo, and a lot of you probably have heard of this before, but I'm literally just getting into it. I love it. So this is the roll-on, basically the collagen roll-on eye cream, and it's for puffiness and dark kind of circles and lines and everything around the eyes that you don't want to look tired and a little bit worn. So I love the fact that basically on the end it's got these 3 kind of little balls, and they're really soothing. They're so nice. They're almost like quite cold when they go onto the skin, and it just massages in. If you just pop a little bit of product on, you just massage it in around the eye, and it really just, oh, it's like a spa treatment. It's amazing. And I just love the fact obviously it's got collagen in, so it's going to be plumping up around the eyes. It's going to be helping me to get rid of those tiredness and the dark circles and everything that I don't want. So that is incredible, and I've been using that day and night, so you can use both. Then as a hydrating, obviously I've said hydrating is my massive issue at the moment. I want to make sure my skin is hydrated. This I've fallen in love with again as a brand. This is by a brand called Josie Maran, and this is their Pure Argan Milk, and it's their intensive hydrating treatment. I basically just massage like 5 drops of this into my face at night, and you can follow it with argan oil if you want to, but I actually just follow it with just a moisturiser. But this is just amazing for a hydrating treatment for me, because obviously, as I say, at the moment my skin's feeling a little bit dry, especially on my forehead. It's really weird. I've got like a really oily T-zone. My skin is, my forehead's really dry, so I'm just like, oh. So yeah, this stuff is just amazing if you want a bit of hydration onto your skin. It's just incredible, and it doesn't feel really annoying. Some of them feel quite greasy when they're like a treatment, or they say that they're quite hydrating. They're quite oily for me, and this is just beautiful. It just kind of goes on like silk. It's just incredible, and I use this morning and night just on a clean face, and oh, it's the dream. Okay, and then moving on, let's go on to my moisturiser. So this again is by Caudalie, and this is their Polyphenol Anti-Wrinkle Protect Cream. This is again for sort of dry skin, so it really aims at hydrating and also anti-aging as well. This has got things like grape, and I think it's also got like citrus sort of extracts in it as well, so I really love it. For me it's quite a thick treatment, so I usually use it mainly at night. If I want a sort of daytime one, I'm using more of the Sorbet, but I love this for the night time because I feel like it really helps to kind of plump up my skin again, refresh it, revitalise it, and also it's helping me with the anti-aging side, so it's gorgeous and it smells incredible. Okay, and then the final thing that I'm going to talk to you about is a mask. Now this is pretty special because it is just amazing. I've fallen in love with it. I know it is on the expensive side, but honestly, if you can afford to kind of just splash out a little bit, this is so worth it. This is by Perricone ND, and this is their Chloroplasma mask. Now basically I use this sort of like once a week, and it's really crazy because you kind of just use like a tiny little bit at a time, and you just rub it into the skin, and you'll see it slowly starting to go a dark green as all of the kind of the chlorophyll bursts, if that makes sense, because it's got a lot of chlorophyll in it. So you basically just massage it onto the skin in little bits and just cover the skin kind of slowly, and as it starts to turn green, that's as it's working its magic. So this has stuff like blue-green algae and watercress in it, and obviously it's full of chlorophyll as well, so it's amazing. It all sounds a bit random and stuff like that you'd find in like a pond, but it's really good for you, I promise. So this stuff is amazing at kind of like tightening my skin, getting rid of like any puffiness. It's also amazing at detoxifying it, so I just kind of get rid of anything that's really deep and lurking in the skin. It revitalizes it, it illuminates it. Honestly, this stuff has so many benefits, but it also smooths out my pores, and it also helps to get rid of my wrinkles, which I know at the moment sounds ridiculous because I don't really have any, but especially around my eye area, because I smile a lot, I think. I get these little lines. I know everybody does, but I just want to try and help my skin as much as possible and keep it all nice and plump and firm. I'd love to actually go and get one of those tests to see how much collagen is in your skin, because I think that'd be so interesting, because they do say when you hit like 25 the levels do start to go down. So things like this really do help, and I just use this kind of, yeah, as I say, like once a week, once every couple of weeks, and honestly, oh, once you use something like this, there's just nothing that comes close. love it. So if you guys are trying to get on the old anti-aging kind of bus with me, then click the like button right now and write anti-aging below, just so I know that I'm not alone. I really hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please give it a massive thumbs up if you did. If you want to see more of me and you want to check out my last video, which was my VidCon vlog that I did for you guys while I was in LA, click on this little Chloroplasma little bottle right now, and that will take you straight back over there. Please remember to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done already, and I will see you guys in a few days' time. Bye!
Hello, Tam. You are. So you guys, we've just come to the Cheesecake Factory, which I was really scared about because I was like, oh my god, I'm allergic to cheese. Don't worry, like there's no cheese in sight here. I will not